OMG, guys, check it out. This video is gonna be sponsored by DJ Side from DC. So go check him out, alright? He's Storytime Spectacular. Oh, yeah. Because you heard him in the opening.
It's story time! Story time with Jesse!
Welcome back, my friends, to Jesse's Storytime Spectacular, the place to be for your favorite movie reviews and bizarre stories from originality. Now, I'm back because I had to watch the original. Dun dun dun. So I did this review, this little thing called The Wrath of Becky that came out like a week ago, and it was really good, and I loved it, so I put a video out about it, not knowing that it was a fucking sequel. Alright, guys, seriously, like, not even one bit of knowledge about this movie. I just found it randomly scrolling through Amazon or whatever. I think because my Paramount Plus is embedded into my Amazon, I can't tell lately whether it's coming from Paramount Plus or from Amazon. So I don't know anymore now. I'm just whatever on that. Alright, so I'll look it up later. But main thing is, finally, I have seen the original 2020 film Becky, and I loved it. The original, it's hard to say which I liked better, honestly. But this original Becky, now I see so many things that just make the Wrath of Becky crazy. So the way that this one wraps up really, really hits home. It's so much fun. I mean, like, you really enjoy this serial killing, like, teenager just flip out, like this psychological flip. She turns into, like, you know, someone who's got, like, Girl Scouts slash, like, I don't know, grown up in front of, like, watching Grand Theft Auto videos or something all day about, sneaking around and killing people and whatnot. I don't know. Some sort of Tomb Raider kind of shit, too. Because this girl can do the, like, outdoor traps, all this craziness. It's wild because she's stuck in the backyard of her house the whole time in the woods, fighting off Nazi assholes and crazy fucks. So, of course, it's a total Becky. I mean, just like the Wrath of Becky, she's a total next level Becky. But I like how this one sort of has just thrown this innocent girl into this situation where it's just like psychologically so freaking horrifying. And I mean, just uncomfortable to even watch. Even though the Wrath of Becky's a little bit like that too, obviously. But I mean, let's be real here. Becky was a little cry. That's why she got that big Becky rating, okay? That's why she's like next level Becky. Alright, next level Becky. Cause we ain't playing around. No Becky no more, alright? She's getting next level. I know you're sick of hearing it, but you know what? It's the truth. I ain't playing it no more. So this one, some cool cast stuff on this one was that you know, basically she's from her home again. I wouldn't say again because obviously this happened before the other film. So, yes, my dumbass watched the sequel. I know. But let's not go there. You all can yell at me in the comments. It's all good. I don't care. Make fun of me. Make fun of my hair. Make fun of whatever. I don't care. Alright, whatever. But we can't deny that this Becky, the cast of this Becky was pretty cool. Alright? Like I mentioned in The Wrath of Becky, the enemies were very, very interesting. And I liked this one very tactically, in a sense. Like, they are human beings. Like, these people weren't just, like, meant to seem like just all of them are malicious. I mean, even in The Wrath of Becky, yeah, there was one or two of the people who were kind of bad guys who were mixed up, with worse bad guys, and then they turned kind of good guys. I don't know. Sort of same sort of sitch can go on in this 2020 Becky, but what I liked about it was it made more sense for this to randomly happen than the 2020, the current Wrath of Becky one. So in Becky, it's Nazis, and these guys are after the artifact that's there in the house. And, you know, the other one, they weren't even after anything from Becky originally, other than just revenge and being assholes who wanna like hate women, misogynists or something. I don't know. They're all crazy and whatever. But it's like I said, it's very tough to compare the two films. I can't really tell you right now yet whether I can say which I liked better. But the cast, like I said, they're Nazis, and the leader is Kevin James, and he does this one. I think he kind of it's very hard to say whether you know anybody from Wrath of Becky could top this performance, because I mean Kevin James really does do a really good psychopathic, like, you know far from, like, having much human emotion in anything anymore, for a lot. Like, you can't even get him to say anything nice throughout that film without it being like, you know, he's already like lost an eye or some. I don't know. I'm not gonna ruin everything for you, but the movie's just nuts. Like him and Becky fight out, and he's got this really creepy, like, partner who has this very psycho face that really messes with you. I mean, the guy's pretty creepy, and it's a lot. He's pretty crazy, but you know, it's effective, and it's you really aren't sure whether you're getting like a good solid ending the way you want it to be in this. I mean, obviously, let's say we didn't know there was a sequel being made. you'll find out that this ending comes neck and neck, and it's tough to tell whether you think there's good and bad are gonna win and whatnot. So you kind of have to make your own thing while going through this film of the last 20 minutes or so, because it's a very big third act, and they pull it off well. Very, very well. And there's a very heavy, good acting in this one that it's so tough to compare, but Sean William Scott, I mean, he really did bring out this weird psycho energy in that movie. I feel like he did very well. He really tried to put himself in that role. He really made that creepy. So, Kevin James coming off even creepier is, you know, it's just I don't know. I feel like it's hard to compare, but in enemy wise, I think I'm leaning on the original Becky 2020. But I don't know, the violence wise, I kind of want to go back to Becky 2023 and the whole revenge plot. Like, it's just nuts. So, like, her already freaking the heck out, and me not knowing any of that history from them watching that movie was kind of just fun because you're like, okay, this girl is already a little psychopath. So it's like, I didn't even know this, but you just get this little bit of info at the beginning of the film for Ratha Becky. So for anybody who's watching this and he's like, and you're all just kind of like, what the hell is Jesse talking about? He's a psycho, and I have no idea what any of these movies are. I'm gonna put them up on the screen so you idiots can catch up and stop being dumb. So it was Becky. Just the name Becky is the title. And yes, she's a crazy Becky, okay? But we're not getting there. It's just Becky from 2020, alright? Then it's The Wrath of Becky, which they're such both great films. Watch them. It's so much fun. Lulu Wilson is crazy awesome in it. You guys will have a blast. They're both amazingly fun thrillers, action, craziness. The first one's a little more emotionally driven, but the second one, obviously, you can start seeing a lot more of where her freakouts come from, and you can kind of I'm seeing more connections in how she's been shaped into this crazy, you know, teenager, uh, even pre-teenager. She's like 14 or something. You know what I mean? She's like just becoming a teenager, and she's already been like, you know, attacked and crazy, and I'm sure she has massive PTSD. Who knows? But this girl is, let's go like third generational crazy ass insane level high on the Becky scale. Alright. And we already discussed what the Becky scale has to be. Alright. Becky, I'm sorry. And I love all y'all. So I'm not gonna be mean about how the name is just a name, but like in the Storytime world, I have used the name Becky a lot to be a little valley girl kind of thing, and she's a little ditzy and stupid, and she's acting like a Becky, so it's kind of just like whatever. But I know there's variations of the name Becky where it's like everybody doesn't like the hip hop community. They're like, well, okay, this girl's going down on everybody and whatnot. Who knows? I don't know. But my definition to Becky in the Storytime world, I'm just giving that disclaimer that, like, I'm gonna call a girl a Becky to be like, I don't know, the ditzy, blonde, valley girl, crazy, stupid chick. I mean no offense. I hate everyone. I equal opportunity hate. I love y'all. With the hate. Hate me. Hate on me as much as you want. I like it. It's fun. Let's get goofiness out the way of it. I don't care. I love y'all anyway, so don't take anything that I have to say seriously like that. Now that that's out the way, she's not a dumb Becky, right? So maybe she's balancing that name out for me, alright? But in the Storytime world, Becky is bad. You don't want to say a Becky. I mean, you're kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of like that Friday movie where they do the Felicia and they're like, bye, Felicia. You know, kind of like that for Becky, but not in this movie and not in these movies. But I know in the Storytime world, I'm just gonna say it like that, and it is what it is. All right. There's also other characters that have come up with before, so I'm not gonna review everything. I know I'm terrible, and I'm ranting, and you're tired of me. So just leave me some comments. Watch both films. They're awesome. Do yourself a favor and have a nice day. I'll see y'all later. Storytime.